Hi, this review's on it's a Hoodlum. That's the name of the knife. It's called a Buck Hoodlum. I believe the model number on this knife. Oh, it's right here. Let me see if I can get it on the camera so you can take a look at that in case you're out looking to purchase one. Nope. You won't be able to see it, but it's 0060. 060. That's the short term of it, or 0060 BKSBH-B. I purchased mine for 160 bucks with shipping and tax, made in the USA, and what I like is it shows the date it was made. I think that's what it is. It's 7/08/2011, so this one's just fresh out of the factory, which is a cool thing. Now, one thing I want to start off is reading the manual. Well, let me first talk about the designer of the knife. Unfortunately, he passed away not that long ago, but he left an extremely detailed legacy in the knife industry with this knife. Like how he said, 40 years in the making to make this knife. I believe him. I mean, when a guy enjoys and gets pleasure and likes eating monkey hand soup and likes it and can actually do it, because I wouldn't be able to do that. I'll tell you right now, I cannot eat and rip the black skin and those nails out of the monkey hand and skin it, and I don't have the balls like that to do that kind of stuff. But this man did. This designer of this knife, he actually lived life. He didn't just talk it, he walked it. So I trust this knife. I'll tell you right now, this design does have a legitimate ergonomics. I mean, when you extend your handle, the knife is at the perfect positioning for the best chopping, best results when cutting. Let me show you. I mean, if you grab a box and I put the knife down on the handle, you notice how the knife isn't perfectly flat. Like if you get a folding knife, certain folding knives, they're going to be flat, almost. Like if I grab my own, see how it's not that lean forward? But this knife really leans down, so you're at the perfect angle when chopping with your hand. Also, like my Strider knife, it kind of has that angle. That's one thing that I enjoy of it. I like the angles, the ergonomics of this knife, and it even has that extra coil right here, the choil. So if you're trying to hug up on the knife, it just makes it feel lighter in the hand, and it also you can just choke up on the knife really easily. The handle's nice. It feels good in the hand. It really does. Even how this jimping, it rises up on the top. I even cut myself using it. I was testing the knife. I didn't just want to talk about the knife. I wanted to actually get a feel for it and see how it feels out in the wild. I even chopped some wood with it. You know, I put the barks on and started hammering it with another log, just like the instructions say. That's what I'm going to get into now. I'm going to read the manual, because this is one of the first knives that I've owned, you know, like a big production knife that I received, where I know I'm almost positive that if you break the blade, they're going to honor the warranty and replace it. Most knives, you break the blade, for instance, Benchmades, and you're asked out on the blade. You're going to have to pay for a new blade. But this knife, on the other hand, because of what they tell you are allowed to do in the instructions and the uses of the knife, it says right there, uses and instructions, you're going to have a very solid and good warranty. Most likely because this knife ain't going to break. I'm going to read it to you real quick so you can see why. You can even hammer with the knife, which is a cool thing, which I didn't see other people mention that. You can use this knife as a hammer. It says, I'm going to read it out to you while you can just look at the knife, and you can even look at the sheath right there while I talk about the knife. The versatile Hoodlum is built for ultimate survival based on Ron Hood's design and built to Buck's quality standards. The Hoodlum helps ensure survival in extreme conditions. It is light enough to carry in a sheath, but heavy duty enough for any task out in the wilderness. The handle is built with shock mitigation system, SMS, to alleviate shock and wasted energy when chopping. It has a large finger choil for providing control while whittling or other detailed activities. A groove is cut into the blade spine for scoring bone, bending wire, removing pots from a campfire, or other small tasks. Also, the micarta handles can be removed to create a spear by lashing a branch to the ting on the blade. There is an integrated hammer and lanyard hole in the butt of the handle, and it comes with a heavy-duty nylon sheath. The Hoodlum will serve all your survival needs for protection, food prep while out in the wilderness. And I mean, they show you putting it into a spear. I've seen people throw spears, so I'm sure you can throw this knife, and it's not gonna break on you or chip on you that bad. The blade, the tip of it. Right here, they show you that you can grab the knife inside the sheath and use it as a hammer, which I did not notice that until I received it and I saw the instructions. I was stoked that I got a little hammer as well while I'm out in the wild. So it's telling you right here in the warranty you can hammer with the knife. Most likely you could even throw the knife and spear with it. So that's pretty cool. It's a they're just telling you right here and that it's not gonna break on you. It's a good knife. One thing that I did like about the sheath, I don't have a wildlife backpack. I just have a regular backpack. But my backpack came with I'm in a mess here. But my backpack came with these straps right here, with these little holes right here. So what I was able to do is connect them through the bag right here like that. It comes with a strap and a bunch of them right here, and then bring them back behind the ones that came with the sheath, and then do it with this one, and then I got like a chest knife. And one note, since I'm not really that experienced into fixed blade, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but this is actually my first fixed blade that I purchased. That's over $100. I paid $160 for this. I'm more into folding knives, since personally I feel I've seen more of a technological advancement in the folding knife field than in fixed knives. Personally, that's just what I've seen since I've been born. But this knife had so much technology and features that I got it. And with the sheath, since I don't carry fixed blade knives a lot, the sheath has a real safety strap right here, and then it has a quick release. I like the quick release because there were times that I didn't strap it here, and I was moving around, and the knife could have fell because of the ways I was leaning, and it didn't fall because of this the choil and the way it just straps into positioning with this quick release. And immediately you could just go like that and take the knife out quickly. I noticed a lot of people said they would prefer a Kydex sheath, just because it doesn't make a lot of noise like this sheath does. But honestly, when I'm actually, let me put the knife in that positioning. When I actually put the knife in place like this and connect it like this, I don't know if you hear that, look. There's really no rattling. Like, I think I would have to be shaking my leg like a wild man, which I wouldn't be doing if I'm out sneaking up hunting. So not a lot of shake at all in the sheath. I mean, when you wear it, it's not gonna make any real noise. I mean, any extreme noise if you strap it up in place. If you do loosen it like that, then you obviously you are gonna hear noise. But just use the quick release, and the noise goes away. Really, it doesn't shake it a lot. And then once you put that one into place, then it really does completely go away, almost. Then you can also carry a knife, like how people mentioned. You could put another knife in this piece right here, which is cool. You can also even add a flashlight up in this section right here, and you can adjust the length of the strap right here, and then slide this wire through these back straps right here. I mean, there's a lot of options. This knife does have a lot of options, and the tip held its edge extremely well when I was banging the knife trying to chop. You'll see another video I have up on YouTube where I cut wood with it, just trying to make smaller pieces of wood so it'll burn a little quicker and better. And one thing I liked is when I was banging the knife on top with the log, it held. In the beginning, I put my sweater over it because I didn't want it to mess up the finish on the blade. But from hammering, I finally just quit on it. Took the cloth off and hammered the finish, and it held extremely well. You wouldn't even believe I was hammering it really hard many times. The top of the knife looks brand new. So if you're hammering it with a log, it's gonna hold its finish really well. And for the abuse and the pressure and the amount of pressure that the woods were putting together when I was chopping through the blade, it held its edge, its finish extremely well. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Looks good. The edge was really good. Besides, one note I want to mention is when I did accidentally bang it on some metal, the chip did make a very minor little nick on it, so I had to resharpen it and kind of try to take it out, and then it's good as new again. But I mean, I didn't really have to sharpen it that bad. I just ran it through one of my finest pieces of, one of my finest stones, like about 5 times on each side, and then through some leather like 20 times, and it was good to go. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I highly recommend this knife. Like I mentioned, I don't buy fixed blades, but I really hope that the portions from my purchase price, a good portion of it go to the designer of the knife and his family, since he did recently pass away, and he left us a great legacy behind. I do see a lot of features, very smart man. Even the logo, the logo, the way the design of the logo, genius, just cool knife. Go out and get one. Get yourself a hammer, a beater, a chopper, everything right here. Have a good day.